Hi there, I'm Chris Hanley, pastor of Sandy Level Baptist Church. Today we come to you with an update and a word of encouragement from Revelation chapter 2. The church at Ephesus was the first church we see addressed in Revelation with this message specifically given to them. There's three major things that we'll just kind of take away from the message given to the church at Revelation. Number one, it says, "Church, I know your deeds, your hard work, and your perseverance." What a praise. You have persevered. Right now, that is something that we can pray for with our church, with our church body, is pray that we persevere. Pray that we as individuals, as children of God, can persevere, because we are going through something that is severe, something that is less than awesome, and we need to stay the course. Keeping God first in our lives and in our homes. Stay the course. Seek God's wisdom and God's strength to help us persevere. Now, next we see a criticism. It says, "You have forsaken the love you had at first." You've forsaken your first love. Here we see distractions. Distractions have crept into the early church and kind of displaced the priorities of the people. And that happens so much for us today, right? So there's so many distractions. The distractions that we had a month or a month and a half ago are different than the distractions we fight today, but we need to be diligent not to lose our first love. We need to revisit the joy of loving Jesus and the blessing that we have in our salvation in Jesus Christ. And then finally, we see at the end of this section, it says, "Church at Ephesus, you hate the Nicolaitans." Those are just a group of false teachers. And it's basically saying you hate the false teaching of these folks. And that's something we need to be diligent about too. You see, so many times I read or I hear about binge watching on, streaming something, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, you name it. And I'm guilty too of watching stuff. And sometimes the content that I just allow to creep in between my ears is not awesome. It is so contrary to Scripture. And I have to actively engage my mind to remember. It's like, yeah, you know what? That is so not consistent with Scripture. And I need to kind of deprogram my children. Hey, look, this may look like it is extremely entertaining and acceptable on a screen, but this is not real life. If you want to enjoy the blessings that God has to offer us on this side of heaven, then we need to align them with Scripture, not entertainment or not the entertainment industry. So those are just three things that we can pull away from the church at Ephesus. One, persevere. Seek God's wisdom and strength as we persevere. Two, don't forsake your first love. Fight the distractions. And then three, don't allow the false teachings or the things that are contrary to Scripture to displace your priorities or to distract you so much that you begin to embrace that teaching and embrace that lifestyle or that perspective of what Scripture says our lives should be like. I'm Pastor Chris Hanley from Sandy Level Baptist Church. Go in peace.